Boy, Microsoft is on a bit of a roll lately. Are you an Xbox owner? Maybe you own an Xbox Series X or an Xbox Series S. Heck, maybe you even own an Xbox One. And do you like free games? Because if you like free games and you answered that you own an Xbox, this might be the video for you. Now, Microsoft has been on a little bit of a tear lately. They've been giving away quite a bit of free stuff. You can understand that. For me, Microsoft is such a rich company. It's weird to see, the things that are happening kind of behind the scenes. They're almost like they do one thing that's kind of, fun and invigorating and gets fans excited, and then they do other things that just kind of don't make no sense, as Forrest Gump said. But at the end of the day, I want to get started, and this should be a fun video. Stick around. I'm Crap Gamer. This is Crap Gamer Reviews. Thank you for checking out the video. Please hit the like button, share it out, subscribe. The like button is really the main thing that I try to get, because that helps to get the videos to be seen. I do daily gaming content, so if that's your bag, hey, that's awesome. Now, again, thank you guys. I try to be fun yet informative, and hopefully that comes across. I try to have some fun with stuff as we go along. Now, the other week, it's interesting because I did a video and I was talking about how Microsoft was giving away some free credits and stuff like that. But also, it was like a couple days later, they ended up giving away Metro Redux for free, which I thought was pretty darn cool. That's a pretty good game, and it's got enhancements and looks great, plays great, that kind of thing. I was just like, man, I really missed it by a couple days. I should have waited and did the video then to let everybody know about that. But if you guys didn't know, there's usually some perennial games that Microsoft gives away kind of for free, and that's something that can that can really entice people. Like, Microsoft does stuff that I think is pro-consumer, but I also think a lot of times they do things that maybe a lot of people aren't interested in. But anyway, here it is. Microsoft, is giving away a free game. So every single year since 2021, Xbox has been giving away Don't Nods, Tell Me Why, and that's what's happening again. Right now, it's going to be free the entirety of this month. Now, if you're not familiar with what Don't Nod does, they did, I think, the original Life is Strange game, which I thought was pretty good. I really enjoyed kind of playing through those. They're I think, a step up from the Telltale games in terms of how you can actually control the characters and things like that. So it's not like Telltale, where there's a lot of times where there's not even you can't control anybody or anything like that. So that's, I think, probably the biggest difference right there. With that being said, still, it's really cool. If you're looking for the Tell Me Why Chapters 1 through 3 version of the game, it's split into multiple chapters, but completely free on the Xbox Store right now. That continues the story as you progress. It was already included with Game Pass if you have that, because it's looked at, I think, as a first-party game. Believe it or not, this is an Xbox console exclusive still. So yeah, a little bit weird that that's sort of the thing that's happening. And at the same time, that's going to be one of those things that we kind of look at. And again, I think it really kind of comes down to what type of games you like. But again, even if you just want to put it into your, if you want to just put it into your library or whatever, save it for later, rainy day, your backlog, you can never go wrong with it, right? So you just head over to the Xbox page. You should also see an option to claim the game permanently for free. For those that haven't played it, it's a narrative adventure game from the team behind Life is Strange, and it follows a couple of reunited twins in their quest to unravel the memories of their loving but troubled childhood. According to this one review, is described as an imaginative and emotional tale that isn't afraid to address mature topics, but also felt that the slow pace might put some people off. But that's some of the things that obviously kind of depends on the person. Once again, if you really want to kind of dig into it, if you like the narrative games and things like that. Now, just to be clear, like, I've had this game in my library for years, never got around to playing it, but that's not really unusual for me, to be quite honest with you. I often have games in my library and never get around to playing it. So It's just one of those things that's kind of interesting to me to say, and I wanted to kind of point this out. And as we get closer to Xbox's showcase, we probably will see more of this stuff in the future. So yeah, I like seeing that Microsoft is kind of on the ball to make sure that gamers have, some free swag and some free games and stuff like that. In fact, man, like if you think about it, like I'm a type of person that really kind of lives in the past when it comes to video games, but when it comes down to it, we get it much better nowadays in terms of the ability to get some free stuff. Like back in the day, man, when you're playing on a Genesis or a Super Nintendo or whatever the case may be, you were never getting free stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we used to freak out back in the day, like with Xbox and things, when we would get like those free demo discs. Do you guys remember demo discs? We used to get those demo discs, and that was always such a fun thing. Some people even collect them, and some, it's like kind of worth a little bit of money nowadays. But at the same time, I look at this and I just go, hey, you know what? We're really kind of getting some really cool stuff right now. So, that's an exciting thing. Also, if you guys didn't know, when I talk about like perennial games that are free, you can always get a few free games. Now, if you're an Xbox owner, like you could be a Series X, Series S, Xbox One, you could be an owner of any of those type, and you can get these free games, and they're always free, by the way. So if you ever wanted to play Crackdown 1 or Crackdown 2, those games are also free right now on the Xbox store. And again, that's something that is pretty darn cool. Also, a game called Too Human from Silicon Knights. Those are Xbox 360 games, by the way. But again, Too Human is super interesting, all about like Valhalla and things like that. If you've never played Crackdown 1 or 2, go play it. If you have an Xbox Series X, boy, that game is like 4K, looks great, plays great. It's like, kind of reminds me of what maybe Crackdown 3 could have been. But, again, at the end of the day, it's really kind of up to the type of person. I know some people who absolutely love Crackdown 3. It ain't me. Like, I think it's an average game, but, it really kind of comes down to what you want to do and what you want to be in terms of a gamer. But never too bad to kind of have these situations where you can just download games and keep them in your backlog for a rainy day or whatever. That's something that I think, a lot of people don't really kind of understand. It's also one of those things where, gamers just really kind of have to come together and just understand that while yes, the games maybe are suffering or lacking or whatever the case may be, it's still a situation where we're getting a ton of games, we're getting a ton of stuff for free, we're getting a lot of things to kind of be excited about, and that's worthwhile. Like, listen, I might crap on Microsoft because I don't like their strategy or whatever, but let's just be real. Game Pass is a great value. They do a decent job of giving away free stuff, and like, listen, I don't think, and I've never thought that the Play Anywhere stuff was worth the hill of beans or anything, and I still stick by that, because I think if people really wanted that, I know people point to the Switch, but I think the majority of Switch players are playing on a TV docked, and I think they might take it off the dock once in a while, but I think it's mostly being played that way, because I think if people really wanted to play their games while they're pooping or whatever, I just think that there's better things to do. It's like an odd thing, so I never thought everybody is going to jump on this thing because they're doing Play Anywhere and you can take it anywhere. Because if that was the case, like Steam Deck and Asus ROG, all these things would be selling like hotcakes, and the fact of the matter is, they're not. So, again, we'll see what's up. We'll see if anything kind of happens in the future with that. But again, free stuff. I wanted to get the video out. If you guys do enjoy getting the alerts on the free videos, or the free games or the free stuff or whatever, let me know down below. Just a quick heads up. If you do want to receive like the free promotional stuff, you have to click to allow that, and they'll send it directly to you, like your email, and sometimes they'll even send it to your Xbox as a store or whatever. So yeah, we'll see. Again, you can't really blame them. This is, in my opinion, pretty cool stuff. and just kind of fun to kind of point this out. So make sure you guys have some fun gaming. I appreciate you guys watching. Like, share, subscribe as always. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Rack 'em up, fact 'em up, crap gamer 'em up, and I'll catch you next time. Crap Gamer out.